Let's talk about why hits is a flawed statistic. Firstly, the definition of a hit is quite arbitrary. In theory, it's straightforward, but in practice, there's a large margin of error. Only in recent years has technology been adopted to track hits automatically, whereas before it was tracked manually, leading to human error and inconsistencies. The definition also leads to implications that more hits is actually a bad thing, since hitting should theoretically only be done when you don't have the puck, and not having the puck is a recipe for losing. But just to do a quick experiment by looking at the hit leaders in the last 2 years, the top two teams are literally the 2 Stanley Cup champions. So clearly hits do have some merit, and there's a reason for the ongoing narrative that physicality and toughness goes far in the playoffs. The final issue is similar to the first point, where the arbitrary definition and subjectivity leads to inconsistent tracking. For the majority of the hit statistic lifespan, hits were tracked manually by statisticians and officials in the arena. Only recently has technology been adopted to track hits automatically. To drive this point home, 10 of the top 11 teams with the most hits all came within the 13-14 and 14-15 seasons. Since there was no drastic change in the NHL in the way the game was played in these 2 seasons compared to the seasons around them, this most likely proves that there was some sort of change in protocol on how hits were tracked during these seasons. Although it's fun to discuss heavy hitters in the NHL, unfortunately, this statistic is tainted in the context of insights and predictions, as taking a statistic seriously that has fundamental issues is never a good idea. However, once we have a large enough sample size with this new technological way of tracking hits, we may be able to reliably use hits as a prediction tool in the future.